If journaling feels like another thing on your to-do list, if you've ever bought a beautiful notebook and then felt guilty for not using it, or if you only journal when you're spiraling, you're not doing it wrong. You've just been taught to use journaling wrong. Today, I'm going to show you how to journal in a way that actually builds self-worth instead of shame and guilt. So, what is the problem with how we're taught to journal? Most people are taught to journal when they feel bad. Sad, journal. Overwhelmed, journal. Feeling anxious, journal. And while that may be helpful, and it is helpful to some people, if the only version of you that gets documented is the struggling version, you start to create this written record of pain and suffering. So, what if journaling wasn't just a crisis tool? What if it was a self-worth anchor? So, here's my first tip is journal when you feel good. One of the most powerful times to journal is when you feel calm, when you feel confident, when you feel proud, or when you feel connected, because those entries become proof that you felt joy before, that you felt grounded before, that you felt strong before. And then when you hit a hard season, which we all do, you can look back and see, oh, this isn't permanent. I've been here before and I found my way back. Your journal becomes evidence that emotional seasons are temporary. And that itself is incredibly regulating for your nervous system. Another thing is to stop turning it into homework. If journaling feels like homework, you won't do it. And if you don't do it, then you'll feel guilty. And guilt is not the goal. Journaling is not successful because you did it every day for 90 days straight. It's successful if it supports your life. And that might mean one week you write 3 pages, and then the next time you write 2 words. And then the next entry is a voice memo, and the next entry is a note on your phone. There's no gold star for consistency. The goal is not completion, the goal is connection. So let your journaling match your season. Some days you might write a novel, some days it might say 3 words: peace, proud, enough. It doesn't have to be daily. It still counts. It doesn't have to be aesthetic. It doesn't have to be deep. And if you miss a day or a week or 3 months, you're not behind. You're living. Pick it up whenever you can, like nothing happened. No apologies required. So I want to give you a practical way to journal that actually helps. If you want a simple structure that builds self-worth, try this when you're feeling good. Ask yourself, what feels steady to me right now? Ask yourself, what am I doing differently that's helping me? What do I want to remember about this version of me? And then if I hit a hard week, what would this version say to me? It's not just a venting space, right? You're using your journal to help you in those hard times. And part of that is reflecting when you feel good. So journaling isn't about being disciplined. It's about being honest. It's about capturing evidence that you are capable of joy, resilience, steadiness, and growth. And most importantly, it's about removing shame and guilt from the process. You don't want to make it feel like a chore or something else on your to-do list. You already have enough on your to-do list. You need to journal to make yourself feel better. So you're allowed to feel good. You're allowed to document it. You're allowed to drift away and you're allowed to come back. Your self-worth is not measured in streaks. It's built in moments of awareness. And journaling, when done gently, can help you remember who you are. If you'd like some help with your journaling, you can comment journal for a link to my free self-worth journal prompts. And just don't feel guilty about journaling or not journaling. If it's something that you enjoy, do it as much as you want. But if it's something that you really want to try to do to help improve your self worth, then please take my tips to heart. I'll see you next time.